Hi everyone. Hope you are all good. We are here with and math. You can find all the lessons on a streams.com. You have to log in there into your email address and password of the file administrator. Then you have to select math of subject tab, scroll down to the 10 math and click on your lesson. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter system of linear equations. We're going to start with the lesson that is system of equations using augmented matrices. So let's just start with the lesson. Solve using augmented matrices. X equals -8, 6x minus 5y equals -1. So the first step is we need to write down the augmented matrices. So let's just write down the augmented matrix. We need to rewrite the equation number one. That is 1x plus 0y equals -8 and 6x plus -5y equals 8. So let's just write down the matrix. So that is 1, 0, and -8. Then we have 6, -5, and -8. Use elementary row matrix elementary row operation to transform the left of part of the augmented matrix into identity matrix. Like here you have 1, 0, and 0, 1. That is the identity matrix. There are three elementary row operations you can perform. You can swap any tuples, multiply any row by an zero number, add and multiply. Add a multiple of any row to any other. Use these three operations to make the part of the matrix to the left of the dashed line with the elementary matrix. So you need to convert this portion, the big one, that is the first dotted line, to convert it to 1, 0, and 0, 1. Right? The first row already have 1, 0. You just need to write convert 6 -5 to 0, 1. So let's just perform the questions and convert it into 0, 1. So you need to add -6 or -6 R1 to R2. We need to multiply 6 row 1 to 6 and then subtract it from the row, right? So then we have 0 here and then -5 here. So you need to multiply the R2 by -1 by 5. So the left part is now the identity matrix. So state the solution. Now the solution is 8 and -8. Got it? Let's just start with the test questions. So using augmented matrices, y equals 7, x minus 3y equals 9. So let's just rewrite this equation. So let's just rewrite the matrix. X is 0, y is 1 and 7. Then we have x is 1, y is -3 and -7. So we need to convert it into 1, 0 and 0, 1, right? So just swap the rows, right? R1 and R2. So this would be 1, -3, -17, then 0, 1, and 7. So we need to make 0 here, right? So just R1 -3 R2. So that is 1. 1 minus 2 is 1. -3 minus 3 is 0. -17. -17 and -21. We need to add -17 and 21. 18, 19, 21, 4 years. So we have 4 here, and we have 0, 1, and 7. So the solution is 4 and 7. Correct option. That is 4 and 7 is the solution. Option number 2 is the correct option. Solve using the advantage matrices. So let's just write down the augmented matrix. X is 0, Y is 1 and 7. X is 1, Y is -3 and -7. That's the same question we just did, right? Oh, because I haven't selected the answer and the same question. That is 4 and 7 option number 1 correct answer. Okay, solve using augmented matrix. So, X is -8, Y is 0. That is 1, 0, and -8. And 6, -5, and -8, right? So we need to make 0 here. So R2 minus 6R, right? So 1, 0, -8. So 6 minus 6 is 0. -5 minus 1. We need to make 1 over here. $40. Now we need to turn -1 over 5 R to be, that is 1, 0, -5, 0, 1, and 8. So the solution is 8 and -8. Option number 2 is the correct option. Option B is correct. Why negative 8? Okay, they are negative 8 and negative. Solve using the augmented matrix. That is negative 5 minus 3 and 13. Negative 5, negative 3, 13. 1, 0, 1. So just repeating the root is first, right? That is 1, 0, 1. Negative 5, negative 3, and 13. So you need to R2 plus 5 R1. So negative 5 plus 5 is 0, negative 3, and now we need to make 0 here. 13 plus 5 is 18. You can do negative 1 by 3 or 1, 0, 1, 0, and negative 6. So the correct function is 1 and 6. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 1 and negative 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. So option number 1 is the correct option. Solve using augmented matrices. Let's just write down matrix first. X is 1, Y is 0, 10. X is negative 5, Y is 4, and negative 7. So R2 plus 5R1. That is 5, 4, 40. Now divide R2 by 4. So here we have 0. 1 by 4, R2. That is 1, 0, 10. 0, 1, and 10. So the correct option is option number. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is 10 and 10. Okay, you can complete the lesson by the lesson. Let me just complete the answer. Solve the system of equations using any method. So now, whatever way you can find, you can solve the question, right? And also that depends on the question which way is written in the equations. So depending on the equations, whatever method is easy to use, you can just start with the test question. 5 negative 2 negative 1. Sorry, 5x minus 2y equals negative 1. Negative 5x plus 4y equals negative 30. So just look at the equations. The first is the coefficient of x are 5 and negative 9, right? So when you add the equations, just add the equations. Using the, we're going to use the elimination method, right? Because if we have the equations like this, like one of the variable is eliminated, then you can use the elimination. 4 minus 2 y equals negative 4 in there, both sides y. 2 so y equals negative 7. We need to find the value of x. Put the y equals negative 7 in whatever equation we want. 5x minus 2 times negative 7 equals negative. X equals negative 3. So the correct option is number 1. That is negative 3 and minus. So option number 1 is the correct option. That is negative 3 and negative 7. So it depends on the equation, what type of equations are given. So depending on the equation, you can decide whatever method you are going to use. Right? So there is no hard and fast rule. Whatever way you can find it, you can do. Right? Again, you can see here we have positive 3y and negative 3y, right? So when you add the equations, variable y would be eliminated. So you can solve this method using the elimination method. 2x plus 3y equals negative 8. 3x minus 3y equals 12. So that is 6x equals 6x equals negative. So substitute the value x equals negative 1 in any of the equation. So x equals negative 1. So just use x equals negative 1 and calculate the value of the variable y. 3y equals negative 18, negative 21. So what we with negative 18 and negative 18 it is. So y equals negative 5. So option number 1 is the correct option. The values are negative 1 and negative 5. Option number 1 is the correct option. The values are negative 1 and negative 5. 5x plus 9y equals 1 and x equals to. So variable x have, is already isolated to have the value x equals to. So you can use the substitution method, right? So just replace the variable x with the value that is x equals to. So I'm going to use the substitution method. Substitute x equals to in the equation and calculate the value of y. That is 9y equals 1 minus 10. 9y equals negative 9, y equals negative 1. So option number 1 is the correct option. X equals to 1, y equals. Option number one is the correct option. Negative 3x plus 2y equals 12 and x plus y equals negative 19. So multiply the equation 2 by 3 and then add the equations. That is 3x plus 3y equals negative 57. So negative 3x positive 3x cancel out. 5y equals 12 minus 1. That is negative 49. So 5y equals negative 45. So y equals negative 9. Let's just reduce the value of y equals negative 7 value of the equation. That is 3x minus 9 equals negative 19 times. So x equals negative 19 plus 9. That is negative 10. So option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 10. Negative 10 and negative 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. That is negative 10 and negative 9. So y equals 9. 10x plus 9y equals negative. So let's just substitute y equals 9 in the second equation, that is 10x plus 9 times 9 equals negative 9. 10x plus 81 equals negative 9. 10x equals negative 9, negative 81. So 10x equals negative 9. X equals negative 9. So option number 1 is the correct option, that is negative 9 and 9. Option number 1 is the correct option. Solve negative 8x plus 10y equals 14. So x equals 7. Negative 8 times 7 plus 10y equals 14. 10y equals 14 plus 56. That is 10y equals 7. So y equals the correct option is option number 2, that is 7 and 7. Option number 2 is the correct option. X equals negative 2. Negative 9x plus 3y equals 6. So which is the correct option? So let's just substitute x equals negative 2 in the second equation. Negative 9 times negative 2 plus 3y equals 6. 3y equals 6 minus 18. 3y equals negative 12. So y equals negative 4. Option number 2 is the correct option, that is negative 2 and negative 4. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself today. So we were working on grade 10 math. In chapter we were working on is system of linear equation. The lessons we have covered today are solve a system of equation using augmented matrices and solve a system of equation using any method. So please make sure that before the next session you complete all the practice questions for the lesson we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, you can please simply click on the right chat button. Tutors are available there to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box. They will answer all your questions and confusions you have. My questions. Okay, that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.